Good morning. Thursday the 28th of May. Currently 9:47. My first client's at 10 p.m. So I'm gonna just make it in time to the studio for my first client and set up for my first client. And then I've got to do 2 clients, and then then I'll go to the gym and then back to the studio. Okay, so you've got a picture of what you wanted.
Yeah.
So if you show me that picture again. So something like this, like a burst fade.
Yeah.
Burst fade and choppy and messy and having a fringe as well.
Yeah.
So something like that. Excited?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Left feet, then Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat moms. Now the bitch skip hip popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch looking like Salute, not that booty. I need that. Blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot. 2 left feet, then Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat moms. Now the bitch skip hip popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch looking like Salute, not that booty. I need that. Blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot. 2 left feet, then Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat moms. Now the bitch skip hip popping in my Reeboks. Talking about a detox, pussy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch looking like Salute, not that booty.
Could've been 30, could've been a G. Should've never snitched, why you took it to police? Now they're looking at you funny when you're walking down the street. Looking at you like food, trying to see where they can eat. Me, I'm like Wallow and Gilly with the game. You don't really wanna act silly, behave. When I were on stage and the milli gets made. I need that breeze.
First take
Sorry for
of doing my own podcast. So in this video, I'm gonna just talk to myself about things that matter to me, things that I think about when I go to bed at night, and shower thoughts, basically things that you think about when there's nothing else going on and your mind wanders off to those things. I had low self-esteem. I was an immigrant from Pakistan, barely speaking a word of English. School was tough, really tough. I think it was year 5 that I want to say that I joined, which would be junior school here in the UK. So year 4, year 5, year 6. I want to say year 5 I joined. Year 5, year 6, just a blur, not really understanding what's going on, whatever. Then we move on to secondary school, year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11. And then you do 6th form, 12th, 13. The first 2 years, still barely understanding, getting the gist of things, what's going on, what's happening. The low self-esteem did not help. I did not want to speak up. Feeling ashamed, feeling embarrassed to speak up. My English was not great. So yeah, school was tough. School was fucking tough, really, really tough, especially secondary school. I think primary school, I don't remember much from my primary school, but secondary school definitely was tough. It shaped my character to where I am today. Those experiences made me stronger. And I think it wasn't until year 10, year 11, year 10, I want to say, is like, right, now I get it. In terms of the language, I can communicate now. I can understand now. I know what's going on now. Before that, it was just a blur, just a big blur. And I would just go about things as they do. I did sports at college, sports science or sports management. I can't remember, but I did sports in college. That was a 2-year course. And during that time, I had my first job. First job was actually a cleaner for Waitrose. And that was tough because I had to be up at 4 a.m., start work at 5 a.m., I think it was, till 7 a.m. Yeah, that was disgusting. For a first job, that was just disgusting. And still doing college and still doing all the other stuff. But had to do it. I think I did it for a couple of months. But it was such a weird place. The manager was so weird. They probably thought this young kid, I don't know what the excuse was. I still can't remember exactly why they fired me. But yeah, I got fired. I was like, yeah, whatever, move on. That made me look harder for the next job. And I applied everywhere. And then I got the job at Pizza Express, which was a pot wash job. And after getting the job, I was there on my first day. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It was literally just cleaning the toilets, doing the dishwasher, and basically just it was a reality kick. It was tough, but I said, you know what, a job is a job. It needs to be done, and I did it. And I want to say I did it for like maybe 2 years, and some of the shifts were absolutely brutal. On Saturdays, I would start at 10 a.m. I would have a 1 hour break, and I would sometimes not finish till 11:30 p.m. And me being a 19, 20 year old, just taking it, you know, I would be absolutely fucked. Like my legs would hurt. But, you know, job is a job, has to be done. And I got paid for it, so I was gonna do it. I wasn't gonna quit. I wasn't gonna give up. Although I did want to quit because it was pretty shitty. But luckily there were some colleagues that helped me out and kept me motivated to stay on and carry on. So I did. That was my first proper job. And from being a cleaner, I became a food runner. And then from a food runner, I became a waiter. And from a waiter, I became a manager on duty. And then I was in and out from the kitchen, waiting staff, and manager on duty. So I had 3 different roles at this point. I did that for maybe, I want to say 2 or 3 years. And then I applied for the assistant manager role, and I got it. Normally, assistant manager roles you will get placed in another restaurant after you pass your assessment for assistant manager, but I got placed at the same restaurant, and which did not do me any favors, because your colleagues have seen you. The colleagues look at you differently. Basically, they will not listen to you because they know that you used to be a pot wash, you used to be a waiter, whatever. You have no authority over them, therefore you cannot do. You have authority over them, but you don't have that external professionalism, whatever. Anyways, the staff didn't listen to me. It was a horrible job. It was difficult. It was hard to do that job because the staff made it harder for you. I thought, this is not life, because you're working Friday nights, Saturday nights, all the social hours that everyone else is going out, you're working them. So it was no fun at all. Not fun. But I did it. I sticked by it, and I did it, and I was proud, because the experience that I was getting during that time was well worth it. That customer service experience, that high level of pressure to perform when it's full restaurant at full capacity. Yeah, that thrill is fun. I had that thrill when I was waiting, food running, and managing. And if you've never worked in a restaurant, I kid you not, wait till it's full and watch the adrenaline rush through your body. It feels great. You're like, yeah, you've got to fuck up orders, fuck up drinks, fuck up all sorts, miss out orders, everything happens, but it's fun. Time goes fast and it's fun. And you have to be a different kind of person to handle that pressure. So quite early on, I just was like, yeah, this is it. This is fun. Just make it as enjoyable as possible. Then you can do it. But if you take it seriously and you start taking everything the customers say, everything your staff says to your heart, the job becomes very, very difficult. And I can remember days where I would go home and I would just like lay in bed and I could not sleep. I just could not sleep. Even if I wanted to sleep, I could not sleep, because what had happened in that restaurant would be keep overplaying in my head. It would be like, oh crap, I missed that order. I missed that drinks order. I forgot to give them this. I forgot that. So yeah, and I would still be serving waiting tables in my sleep. That was not healthy at all. I definitely overworked. I definitely did more hours than I should have. I was one of those person that, you know, if someone's sick and they would call me, Ghulam, can you come cover? I'll be like, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'll be there. So I think I want to say I was happy to do that because I was earning money. I was getting extra money. The more you work, the more money you get. But it was definitely not good for my health and well-being, and the work-life balance I didn't really have a life then, basically. I would work and go gym, if that, play football, maybe. But when you do 50 plus hours in a restaurant and you're on your feet all day, it's really hard to have the energy to do anything else. Yeah, that was my Pizza Express journey.